Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam. So as you can tell from the video title, I am going to be ranking the songs in NAYEON's debut album. I'm NAYEON. So we have 7 songs in the album. Gonna do a quick tier list. I'm sure you've come across this type of video before where the person has, some things they want to rank and they put them from S to D, S being the highest rank and D being lowest. Just to kind of give a range of how good something is relative to the others. So we have these 7 songs, starting with Pop. Then we have No Problem. Then Love Countdown. Then Candy Floss, All or Nothing, Happy Birthday to You, and Sunset. So these are our 7 songs. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about each song. So just a disclaimer, I'm not an expert about music. I don't really know anything really about music. So, take my word with a grain of salt. It's just my personal opinion as a fan. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first off, obviously we have the title track, which is Pop. We have an MV for that, but I'm not gonna put the MV in the conversation for the ranking, the tier list ranking, just because it's a song only. So Pop, I think going into it, when we had the teaser, I liked it, but I didn't think it would be like among my favorite songs. But the song is totally different. Obviously, the part of the song is still in, the preview clip is still in the song, but it's a lot less than you think. I feel like a lot of times when JYP did teasers for Twice title tracks, the snippet that they put for the teaser was like the main chorus, But here, it's like, it's part of the chorus at the end, but not really. It's like a transition between the chorus and the verses, right? And actually, by itself, listening to it, you think it might like slow down the song, like it might distract from the song. But it isn't. Like here, I see it as like a roller coaster, where like the peaks are like, the chorus where it's very powerful, very strong, very energetic. And the pop parts kind of like help you build up to it. And like, I feel like where it might be slower, like you need it, just to make it not be like too in your face. And the song is just like amazing. Honestly, it's a top 5 track of all time for me right now. And it's one of the few songs where like after the first listen, I'm hooked. I think a lot of songs, after the first listen, you're like, okay, it's interesting. I want to hear it again just to see my opinions on it. But no, this song was like, it was a hit from the start. So, from my evaluation there, I'm sure you could tell, this song is S rank for sure. Pop. Next up, we have No Problem, which features Felix from Stray Kids. So I just want to say that in my prediction video, I was right. He did rap. Some people were saying that he's actually a singer, which might be true. I still haven't really listened to Stray Kids songs, but he rapped in this song, so I was right. And going into the preview or after the preview sneak peek video, I had No Problem as my number 1 anticipated song. I think that and Candy Floss, but I think really it was No Problem was number 1, and then Candy Floss was number 2 for me for anticipated side B tracks. And this song delivered. It's all in English, which the preview was in English, but there's also other songs that have a lot of English but aren't full English. And like I've always said, since the Santa Tell Me melody project, NAYEON's English has really improved, right? And I think the more she sings English songs, the better she gets, obviously with speaking as well. And here, it's really good. Like I can listen to the whole song and get most of the lyrics. Because even with English songs, there's some words in the song that kind of get lost a little bit, just because of the speed you need the song to be at and, how all that works. But with that said, like, No Problem is super catchy. It's stuck in your head. No pun intended there. And yeah, I thought it's excellent. It lived up to the hype. Like, it's up there. As a B track, I would never skip this song. So with that said, it is another S tier song. Next up, we have another duet, the other duet in this, which is Love Countdown. So I think in my initial like feelings video with the sneak peek, I wasn't as high on this song. I don't know, I just wasn't really as high on the song. And I think part of it was a concern because having two back-to-back duets, or not duets, but like songs with features, because it really isn't a duet, you know, with features might make it get lost, you know, like two in a row, it might be too similar, but it's really different, right? Where, which is interesting because people are saying that Felix is a singer, or he sings, and I believe Weinstein, I think it's Weinstein, he is a rapper, right? I think he was on Show Me the Money, but here he sings for like half of his part. So totally different, right? And I think I might like this actually even slightly better than No Problem, just because No Problem, you know, was hype and it met the hype, but this was like, for me, it wasn't that hype and it like surpassed that. So me just saying that, I just gotta say it's another S rank. So there we go, another S rank.
Give me that candy floss. Cause you give me that, give me what I love the most. Yeah.
And now we have Candy Floss, which I said was my like 1B or 2 when it comes to my most anticipated side B tracks. And what's wild here is that I think a lot of times with side B tracks, JYP will give like a highlight chorus part, even with the title tracks as well. And I'm not saying that, you know, songs have disappointed me, but like, it's not, they've been a little different, right? I can't put my finger on which song, but you know, sometimes it's really, really upbeat for the preview, but then that whole song itself isn't actually that upbeat, just that one part. But Candy Floss here, it's like the preview was a peak, but the entire song like is up there the whole time with the energy and the brightness. And I really like Candy Floss a lot. And yeah, I love like, I don't know if this is the right musical term for it, the falsettos. I think NAYEON's super, super amazing at it, as always, the high notes. And yeah, it's actually, for me, I think right now, Candy Floss is my favorite. There is also a 1A, 1B here. I think Candy Floss is actually 1A here, in that my favorite side B track. And I'll get to, I think at the end, I'll mention what is my favorite side B track. But, you know, because of that, this is definitely S tier. So it's great.
Let me make a little confession. 어째서 자꾸 제자리인지 이해 못해. 또 다른 맘을 봐서 내게서. Say what?
Okay, just kidding. 1B is actually the next song, which is All or Nothing. I like this song a lot. I feel like when I was doing the sneak peek, which I'll always reference because it's the only other like, you know, full album thing video I've done. So that I didn't have this that high. You know, I had this because it was kind of a slower sounding song. I wasn't as excited, but it's so catchy, right? Like All or Nothing, even though it is kind of repetitive, I'll admit, but it repeats like the best part of the song. So it's such a mood. Like it's, I don't know how to put it. It's I would almost say it's my favorite if Candy Floss wasn't like so hype. Maybe if I was on a day where I wasn't as, you know, upbeat, if I had, you know, a long day or something like that, maybe I'd like All or Nothing better. But it's so up there, and I think the one downside of it is it's a song you need to be kind of, you don't need to be in a mood for it, but there are moods where you don't want to listen to it as much, you know? Like, maybe if I'm running, I would for sure listen to Candy Floss, but if I'm like running, I don't want to listen to All or Nothing probably, just because it might slow me down, because you need to appreciate the song, you know? So yeah, Candy Floss is hype, and I think All or Nothing is a more, you know, sit down, chill type of song.
Wherever you are,
All right, second to last song, we have Happy Birthday to You. So it's a little confusing because I feel like when anyone hears the like phrase Happy Birthday song, you think of, you know, the classic Happy Birthday song that everyone sings. But I think we have a new best Happy Birthday song. Happy Birthday to You is it's special. I think again, it's one of the songs I wasn't as high on. I think that's just like the latter half of the album wasn't as high on as the first half when the preview came out. But I did see a lot of people on Twitter and elsewhere say that they really hyped Happy Birthday to You. And again, it's one of those songs that beat the expectation for me. So it's really high up there. I don't know too much to say about it. But it's really, really like, it's better than expected because, you know, I feel like Happy Birthday to You, I don't know, it doesn't sound like a hype title, but the song's excellent. So again, sorry, I don't have too much to say about this song, but I love it. So S tier. Okay, and now Sunset. So this is the last song of the album, and I think, I don't know if I said this, but this was my least anticipated song. I don't know why, it just was. But it's so good as well. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of like just complimenting the songs, but trust me, I'm always honest with you guys when it comes to my opinions, and this is definitely S tier. And I just want to add that I think there's a part of the song where I had to like look up the lyrics because I wasn't sure if she said this, but she says, I might be misquoting the exact words, but she says, "I'm so stupid," and I'm like, okay. So we've had songs like a Fool, which translates to kind of like, you know, stupid as well. And that's fine. And we hear, you know, the Korean words for something like that, and it's fine. And there's another song of the album. I don't remember exactly which song. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but I haven't memorized the lyrics yet. Where, you know, the word stupid is mentioned, but it's not exactly, you know, I'm so stupid or I'm stupid. So it's not as funny. But every time I hear the line, which is, you know, near the end of the song, where she says, "I'm so stupid," I just chuckle, and definitely adds to the song. But by itself already, it's so good. And I think, you know, it's a little bit of like a hack or a cheat in a way that I have all these songs as S tiers. Also because, like, you know, Nayeon's always been my favorite member of Twice, and moreover, she's also my favorite voice in Twice. You know, I think when people say a voice that's like butter, that's, you know, Nayeon's voice is what like I'm reminded of, because when I listen to her voice and her singing, it's like so smooth. It's like, and rich, you know, just like butter. So, I'm sorry guys, it's all S tier. And a quick anecdote. So I went on a little bit of a long trip this weekend with my friends, and we were driving my car, and I just had the album queued up on Spotify, right? And it was just on loop. And we only listened to this album the whole time. And we probably listened to the album over 5 times, maybe 6 or 7 times looped throughout the drive. And I actually had no one even mention that, hey, like, can you switch the song or switch the album, switch the playlist, whatever. There was not even a mention of like, hey, haven't you listened to this already before? Until the very end. The very end, I think one of my friends asked, how many times have you listened to that album? And I was like, I don't know, maybe like 5, 6. And he was like, yeah, sounds right. You know, there was no criticism because I think the songs are just excellent. So I'm not saying that there are songs in Twice albums that I would normally skip, but every song in this album is like really, really unskippable. So yeah, I would say maybe like if I'm playing a Twice playlist and you know, it's a friend will be like, hey, can you change the song? Then I'll change it. You know, unless it's a song that I really, really want to fight for. But for this album, I think I'll fight for every song, you know, because it could be just, you know, this is the new album. So I'm kind of on a high right now, but I've listened to this album pretty much nonstop. I think recording this video was the longest I've gone other than sleeping, where this album isn't on. And like, I'm not just listening for streaming purposes either, because, you know, I usually don't, you know, hardcore stream like that. I just really love the songs. And I don't have any song on loop really. I just have them in a playlist going around because I think every song is an S tier. So I don't really mind being on any song, you know? I think sometimes there are albums where like you want to skip to the title track. I don't know how to say which one, but there are some certain albums where like I really want to hear the title track or I want to really hear this other song. And the other songs are good too, but you know, you have your favorites among them. I think here, you know, this is really not me exaggerating. I like all the songs a lot. There are like 1As and 1Bs, but there isn't like a, you know, one where like I have an A, B, C, D, E, F. They're all high up there. So, yeah, sorry, this video title is a little misleading. It's called Ranking the Songs, but they're all S tier to me. So let me know what you guys think. Your favorite song from the album. Oh, sorry, I want to say for sure that Pop is my favorite, but it's a title track. So I'm kind of basic. I pretty much always like title track the best. But you know, the 1A for me for like the B-sides, the favorite B-side for me, probably Candy Floss right now, then All or Nothing, and then I don't really know which ones to pick after that because they're all that good. So yeah, I love this album. I really, really am so glad and so happy that this album is like this amazing. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will leave the link, I think, so you guys could participate in this as well if you want. But I better not see any low-ranked songs because, you know, not saying your opinion doesn't matter, but I don't care if you dislike the songs because I think they're all amazing. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.